Alright, welcome back. This is Tekk. I believe this is part 5, it should be, on the series so far. As you remember, we're Soul Force here, and we're trying to, just kind of in the early parts of the game, we're actually, if you look in the bottom left there, we're on turn 15. One thing I want to start off right away before we kind of start popping around here and looking at what's going on, which actually currently right now we kind of have a couple surveys going on. I believe we are building a new colony here on Zamara. I think this was a survey going on right here, trying to figure out all the planets that are on this system, and I believe this was another survey that we were going out to here for. So that was kind of our setup where we left it at. We saw another race's vessel, colony vessel there that looks like they're heading towards Karg. And then I believe we had another survey going on way over here. Oh, look at that. Didn't notice that last time, did we? There's another survey fleet from somebody else going right there. So kind of got a lot of stuff getting ready to start happening. This video may be a little short before we kind of get back into it on the next video, but one thing I did want to point out is some of the good tips, helpful tips and comments I've been getting from some people. I'm getting a few private messages from people, suggesting a few things and all that, and I had a nice extended comment on, I believe on part 4, I think it was, from someone kind of talking about the importance of building stations and then continuously moving your fleet, so to speak, which is something I think I talked about in the last couple of videos about how you kind of piggyback your fleets from one system that you have, and you have to kind of continuously keep moving them forward, the kind of the direction you're going, so to speak, because you do run into range issues if you just, if I leave those fleets sitting here at Tekk forever, I'm going to start running into range issues. So if I want to get out this way, if I keep, say I predominantly start going this way mostly, and say I'm setting up a new planet right here, I may want to move these fleets from here over to here. Or if I get one out here or whatever, so that then I can kind of extend my range and keep going, so to speak. On this map, it's a little different because in the way it's kind of a circle. You kind of, you're going this way, you're going this way. You kind of cut across the middle a bit. It's not, some of the maps it's more of an alleyway where you're kind of going one direction. This one you're kind of it's pretty open. And you could kind of get yourself caught where if you have a lot of your fleet predominantly on the left side, and then all of a sudden you start getting hit from the right, you're going to be in a lot of trouble because then you're going to have to start hopscotching fleets back the other direction or whatever, so you can kind of get in trouble with that. But anyway, yeah, thanks thanks for all the comments and suggestions and messages and things like that. One thing I will say for everybody watching the video is please take this video with a little bit of a grain of salt, so to speak, because I'm not really this video isn't me trying to show the game as being, from the standpoint of me being an expert, or trying to show you exactly how to play the perfect game or the most optimized, turn for turn game. It's more just kind of a let's play, showing you what the game's like, us taking a look, seeing how it works, and giving people an idea about the game from the perspective of someone kind of learning the game and just looking at it as we go. Again, this isn't meant to be an expert series on how to play Sword of the Stars 2, because I'm far from an expert. I'm kind of one of those people that I basically know just enough to be dangerous. I mean, I know kind of how some of the buttons work, how to move fleets around, how to make ships, but I definitely, again, this is not meant to be an optimized pro look at how to play Sword of the Stars 2. That's totally not what this is. So I just wanted to make sure I was completely clear on that right off the bat. I kind of tried to say that at the beginning, but I probably wasn't very, very clear on it. Again, the tips are totally welcome, but again, if it frustrates you to watch someone play that is not a complete expert, it may not be the video series for you. So again, I'm just kind of playing, trying to refamiliarize. This is kind of basically, for me, this is a refamiliarization game. I'm trying to. I haven't played the game in about 2 months because of all the bugs and issues, and this is kind of this is a game of me kind of playing it, trying to learn it again, see what's going on, and I figured I'd let some people go along with me as I was doing that. I am almost 100% sure I'm screwing up by not building enough bases and not building enough ships, and I'm going to get overrun and killed. I can almost guarantee that's what's going to happen. But at the same time, we will learn as we go. So anyway, let's continue on. Let's see, looking at Peck here, I think we have our fleet's empty. Our budget is kind of recovered here. We were in the negative because of our research. I'm going to go about 2 more turns before I pick my next research project, just to let our funds build up just a little bit. So I'm not going to pick our next research project yet. And when I do pick the research project, I think I'm going to look at some of the I'm trying to remember. I think it's like some of the FTL stuff where you can actually increase your money making or something. But we'll look at that in just a second. The biggest concerns I have right now are these colonization fleets from these other races coming towards planets pretty close to us. So right now I think we have everybody en route that needs to be. And let's see, oh, that's the colonization fleet. They're on the way there. Who's on the way there? I don't know who's on the way there, actually. I don't see another ship. Well, let's go ahead and intern, and then we can kind of see where everybody moves at, and that'll probably help us. So let's go ahead and do that. We mostly have a bunch of surveying going on, and then I know we have the 1 colonization going on. Your scientists are idle because no research is assigned. Yes, I know that. Thank you. And it looks like we still didn't get any of the surveys done, did we? Okay, the survey beta, they're still going over there. Why does that show 2 survey fleets? Oh, that's theirs. Okay. Okay, so the yellow guys, they're surveying, actually. That's not a colonization fleet. Okay, so they're surveying. So they're doing the same thing I'm doing, and it looks like we're about the same amount of progress. Where's my colonization fleet? It's going over here. I need to build another colonization ship if possible. Let's do that right here real quick. Let's get, we need to get another colonization fleet going, because if in a situation like this, if there's like a perfect planet there, my other colonization fleet is already busy and we're going to be hosed on it. So we need to build a colonizer, and then we'll just build a destroyer and command submit order.
Construction project initiated.
Okay, and then we'll get that done and assign an admiral to it and have it ready, hopefully in a fairly short amount of time. And then over here, what we got going on? Okay, that's our construction fleet, which once the construction fleet is done with this particular survey, we'll get them back and probably have them build a base at where we're colonizing. Okay, and then that's, which fleet is that? Okay. I see the green arrow going to that, but I don't understand who's going there. Are they going through there? I thought I was colonizing. I know I have, okay, that's the construction, and then we have 2 survey fleets, right? We have the beta one that we built, which they're over there, and then we have the other survey fleet, which should be going here, and then we have, okay, they must just be on like a top of each other or something there. That must be what's going on. Alright, let's end one more turn. Let's see if we can get something to finalize here.
Our colonists have made planetfall, Director.
Okay, so that survey is done. That's the Thundara. Thundercats. Thundara system. Okay, and there we go. The colony was established on Zamora. That was the one that was 63, if you recall from the last video on the climate hazard, which is really good, and it's real close to where we need to be at. We'll call that Zamora Prime. Okay, so we got that set up. So now you can see that Zamora, obviously I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, is when you colonize a planet within a system, then your little tag thing here is put on it. So you can kind of see at a glance, you know, hey, boom, I got these 4 here with the purple circles and tags on them or whatever. So it makes it, as the map starts kind of getting cluttered, you can kind of see at a glance what's going on. Now that looks like they're still on their way. That must be like a hiver guy, because we've been watching that guy move like quarter of an inch for about 6 turns now. So hopefully he's just going for a survey, and then we'll be able to get our colony ship there quicker, because our colony ship's gonna, in a minute, it's gonna be heading back. Okay, and there's our other survey fleet heading out that way. And then Thundara, that's the one that we just finished surveying, which is crap. There's nothing there. And he's heading back. And then, oh, see, as we discussed before on the last video, remember I told you is if we went here and surveyed, it would probably just open up this one. But since we went here, what it did is it opened up 1, 2, 3, 4. So it opened up 4 lanes for us, basically, to stretch out and try to find something. So we can kind of click here and look and see, okay, this guy, that one has a couple small ones. Oh, that one's got some promise, possibly. Ooh, that one looks pretty good. It looks like it has about 4. You can see right here it has 4 possible planets. It kind of looks like, maybe. That one's 3, 2, and that's 2, and I forget what that symbol right there is with the little line on the dot or whatever it is. So the best looking one is this one over here. So we're gonna need to, I think it was that one, or was it this one? This one. This one looks like the best one. So we're going to need to send another fleet. We're going to have to send one of the survey fleet, probably when he gets back. And see, this is another one of the aggravations on the whole move system. And yeah, I know, I keep saying it. But as I just sent this survey fleet here, now he's got to go boing, 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 go all the way back. And then I'm going to turn him right back around and say, okay, go back, ding, ding, right back where you can. Instead of just hopping one jump and surveying, no, he's got to go all the way back. It's so aggravating. I mean, I understand some of the mechanics, and I've seen people discuss it in the forums and things, and what they were trying to do, and okay, yeah. But still, it's kind of aggravating. I mean, I guess what I could do is I could have this beta survey fleet. I should move his home system to here, get him at least one hop closer to this side of the map, and then I could station my other survey fleet. When he gets done out here, I can station him over at Zamara, and then I'll have like kind of one on each side and go that way, which is probably what we'll do. Alright, so we're looking pretty good. We got that survey done. They're back on their way. The colony will probably give me an update in the next turn. We're waiting for this survey on this planet, which is pretty important. And we have our ships being built, which the colonizer's done. We're just waiting for the other 2 ships. Our money is back in the positive again. So let's go ahead and end one more turn here. See if we can get maybe that survey done over here on Karg. Been waiting for that sucker forever. And then we'll start research on this next turn.
System update.
Okay. Alright, we're waiting for one more ship on that fleet. Survey is still going on. Their guy still isn't here. Look at this nonsense. Colonizer. Oh wow, they picked that up. Alright, I guess some of the lines have been set, because they have picked this up and colonized the planet the green guys have here. So that's right there, bam and bam, right up next to each other. I'm still surveying it though, so I can see the fleets, or I can see the planets there. So we'll still let that continue. And that makes me wonder now if he's already surveyed this Karg and is going to be dropping a colony down there right away. Kind of makes me wonder. I might need to start jumping into the middle here best I can. I'll jump to that white one there. We'll see. That's still not done though. Alright, let's look at the research real quick. I'm fairly sure probably whatever I pick here, someone's gonna not like it. Alright, I paused the video there for a second because it kind of did the little hang thing there, but now what I would like to be researching right now is probably some armor items, because I need to start getting some better ships pulled together before, you know, the rumble starts. However, one thing I did want to look at is some of these to see. Sensors. Okay, that's alright. And looking at these here, and feel free to give some comments on this for you guys that are more experienced. I'm kind of looking between the C3 technology and the political science here, trying to see ways to make a little bit of extra money or be more efficient. This one here I'm not real clear with. The commerce rating, it says a system of tactic, communication, and support capable of keeping small fleets in action and undetected for large periods of times while they patrol enemy trade routes in order to intercept, destroy, or capture mercantile shipping. Now I'm not sure if that's something, is that something kind of a passive ability, or is that something that it's just saying if you have small fleets of 3-4 ships, they just don't get detected or something. I'm not real clear if that's just kind of a passive thing that's going on, that you kind of, it just kind of happens, and I'm not real clear on that. But then over here on political science, I think it is, we have FTL economics, which I think this is what I'm gonna do, because it's only 3 turns. And this allows you to set up mercantile areas using faster and light communication to facilitate efficient trade systems between friendly worlds. This technology gives an empire the ability to create civilian stations, trade routes, and the star freighters to service them. And I know this is the kind of the deal where when you have a cluster of systems in a certain area, you can have trade ships going around, and it helps make you more money. So I'm going to go ahead and take that for now, even though I don't really totally understand all of it. We're still going to go ahead and research that. And let's see if I... Okay, see what I'm doing here is on this slider, you want to put it just over, because see I could spend research money right there, from there all the way to there, and it makes no difference, it's still 3 turns. So you kind of want to put it as far down as you can. Okay, see, so there you just clicked 4 turns, and if you're not paying attention to what I'm doing, I'm the little slider in the bottom right hand corner there for savings and research. I push it down to where it says 4 turns, and then I just barely inch it up, boom, 3 turns, and leave it right there. That's kind of optimizing your money going towards research. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to go research tech.
Funding received, Director. Thank you.
Alright, so we'll have that in 3 turns. Alright, so we're going to do that, and then we'll come back the next time and maybe look at some kind of a armor shielding type deal, possibly. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, do we have anybody back at Tekk yet? No, no fleets are back yet. We have a couple on their way back. And we're waiting to see what happens over here. And over here. Boy, I hope he doesn't colonize there. Because I got a feeling there's going to be something good there. I really don't want him to colonize yet. Did we finish our... No, we're still at 2. So let's go ahead and enter turn so we can get that fleet done real quick.
System update.
Okay, there's the Karg system. And wow, look at that. There's 4 normal planets there that we need to go look at. Let's see. 233, 611, 621, 326. Alright, well none of them are really none of them are great. Best one is 233. So that's not really going to be something we're looking at. We're kind of at this point where we're at right now. We're looking for planets that are like 100 or less as far as being off. And the other thing is we never did go back and check this other planet, did we? Where are we at on it? 149 on it. So it is getting closer. I believe it was used to be like 165 or something, but see, you can see how it takes a while. Let's move the terraforming up just a little bit more. Now in the old game, I'm trying to remember, you used to be able to look at, where is it at? You used to be able to look at how your different planets. You used to be able to look at, there was like a screen where you could look at and see how your different planets were doing money-wise and how much each planet, here we go, planet manager. Lattice. Trying to see if I can see here, income. Okay, here we go, right here. So Lattice 1, the one that we started with, it looks like our income 277, which I don't know if that's, I don't know what time scale that's based off of. We're making 277. Lattice Beta is costing us 12,500. I don't know if that's on a per turn basis, I guess. Probably so. So, and it's costing us 12,599 on development, mainly because of life support. Because you can see right here, life support is costing us, I believe, 12,599. They are having a small amount of industrial output, 131, but not much. But that's really not, in the greater scheme of things, that costs us 12,599 is not that bad in comparison to like the other plane, how much it's making. So we're okay on that. How about the one we just got, Zamara? See, that's costing us 2,000. Let's go and actually, I want to go check that. Samara, let's move its terraforming up just a little bit as well. Alright. Okay, and we're still waiting on that survey. Had an admiral promoted. We should have our 3 ships now. Yep, we have our 3 ships. So real quick, before we end this episode, let's go into the fleet manager and make our new fleet and have it ready for the next video probably. I may be wrong. This may be video 6 by now. I have no idea how long we've been going. So let's do a create fleet. Let's take a look at our admiral choices. Wow, did they break something in a patch the other day? These descriptions, they worked the other day. Now they're not working all of a sudden. Huh. I think they broke something in a patch. Alrighty. Let's do... I think I'm going to take this guy right here. The Slippery. I think Slippery has to do with their ability to retreat from battle without taking casualties or something to that effect. And this guy's loyalty is pretty high. So I'm going to go ahead and take him. And this is going to be a colonization fleet. So colony beta. Okay. I'll close that. Then we just need to move these other 2 ships into it. Alright. So now fleets, we have colony beta. So we got them sitting there waiting to colonize something if something comes up that we are wanting to colonize. We have that other survey fleet beta on the way back. We have the other colonization fleet on the way back. And actually, you know what we may do is I may just, I'm going to relocate just to show you that too. This colony beta one that we just created, let's relocate them over to here. So hit relocate, colony beta, confirm.
Yes, Commander.
So now we're,
Transfer
so we're going to move that little small fleet over here so they can kind of be somewhat defense and then be ready to go colonize out this direction a little quicker. And then probably what we'll do is we'll wait for this beta survey fleet. When they get back here, we'll move them over there too, and then we'll send them out to the next planet. And maybe the same thing with this colonization fleet. When this original colonization fleet gets back here, I may move them over to Zamora and station them over here. These guys are still... Oh no, they're done, right? Okay, so they're on their way back. Gotcha. Okay, and then we're waiting for the survey over here, which they haven't finished yet. Alright, so that's where we're at right now. So we have our research going here. You can see that's moving along nicely. So probably I'll stop this video right here. I don't know if this will just be 5 or this is 5 and 6, but I'll stop it here and then we'll continue going on the next video. We're going to be getting into a little bit more expansion, and then I'll also get into some of the, once this construction thing's done, we'll get into building some of the station stuff and some of that information in the next video as well. So anyway, thanks. Make sure you give thumbs up if you want to continue seeing videos in the series. Leave any comments or questions you may have. And thanks for watching. Talk to you later.